And now we go back to football. Texans blown out by Miami, though they had their moments. C.J. Stroud, 7 of 12. That toss right there under pressure to Noah Brown may have been his best one. Still, Miami with almost 400 yards of total offense, mostly behind backup quarterback Skylar Thompson. So for DeMeco Ryans, it was a beatdown. How's he handling it? With that, it's Zach Tawatari's turn.
After a week of joint practices, it was clear the Miami Dolphins had the Texans figured out, and the Texans, well, there was some progress, but they were still figuring things out themselves. In his second preseason start, all eyes were on C.J. Stroud. The highlight of Stroud's night was a nice drive that began near the end of the first quarter and resulted in a field goal. Stroud, who went 7 of 12 for 60 yards, improved on his timing, and the offensive line certainly protected him better this week. Overall, coach and the QB pleased with the results at this point in Stroud's progression.
He felt more comfortable, and I think just everyone around him played better, which allowed him to play better. So I'm proud of the progression that CJ took this week.
I definitely think when we started rolling as an offense that it just felt good overall. I think everybody got to touch the ball on that drive, which was special. I think that's just, it shows what we can do, but we got to finish.
Defensively, the Texans couldn't have started any better. An interception on the first play from scrimmage by Denzel Perryman. Defensive end Will Anderson Jr. was a force with several big plays, including a strip sack. But the Miami offense dominated the time of possession, and for a coach of DeMeco Ryans' defensive pedigree, it was a performance that didn't live up to his expectations.
It all starts with me. When you put a performance out there like that, it starts with me, and it wasn't good enough.
Felt like, even coming into halftime, like you said, that intensity, that energy, it wasn't the same that, we carried all week.
One thing to note, Tank Dell did warm up before the game in full pads, but didn't play. Coach DeMeco Ryans said he felt some tightness, but otherwise will be fine. As for the Texans' schedule, they head to New Orleans next to take on the Saints in their final preseason game of the season. With the Texans at NRG Stadium, Zach Tawatari, KHOU 11 Sports.